Yo, shout out to the Most High. That's what's up, even on Lord Say this LD. He's also known Lawrence of One. For another episode, I need to know my special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hey, it's Lewy, BlueStrips, man. Reporting live from the 510. I just slid from the 209, though. Yes, sir.
The 209, that's Stockton.
Stockton, Modesto, Merced, Tracy, all that.
Is that Hillmar, California, too?
Hillmar is in 209 for sure. That's in between, like, Turlock and Modesto, in between there.
Hillmar is crazy.
For sure. It's a little tucked off place, but
I know.
You know something.
My sister's father lived out there. I went to school out there for one semester.
Oh, okay.
Those were the richest teenagers I ever met.
Yeah.
A lot of people
they having it.
they pulling up in. So a lot of people don't know, right? California is the third biggest state, right?
Next to like Texas and what else?
Texas. Okay, so Texas is the second. What's the first?
I'm gonna guess maybe somewhere down south. I'm not even sure.
Actually, it's all the way up north.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alaska.
Okay, that makes sense.
So in the middle of California, when you smell all that cow dookie and stuff like that, those are people getting rich off dairies.
100%.
People own those.
Yeah.
And a lot of my Portuguese partners that I went to school with in 10th grade,
hell yeah,
they own those.
For sure. That whole family been in it. Yeah.
Been there.
Big trucks, all that.
Right.
Yeah.
F-150s to school with big ass cowboy hats and leather boots.
Oh God.
Shout out to Hillmar Yellow Jackets, you know.
Man, they doing it. Hillmar cheese, all that. Yeah.
Come on, man. 100%. You know it. They're getting that money.
Yeah, for sure. They've been doing it. Definitely.
I got to ask you this question way off the subject, but on the subject. Do you know what state produces the most peaches?
I'm going to just say Georgia because that's their brand.
No, California. California produces half the country's produce.
That's crazy.
So again, from the Bay to LA, all that farm space, that's agriculture that's supplying 100%. Damn near the whole world.
100%. 100%. Sure. That's the type of shit I grew up around.
Yeah.
All that funk booty, and when you sliding down the highway, you smell all the shit turds and all.
Come on now, you already know, man. Are you a California native?
Oh, 100%, man. I'm born in L.A., raised in Modesto with a sprinkle of the Bay in me. You feel me? All the men that raised me is Oakland niggas and L.A. niggas. So,
Okay. So we're about to get into it, right?
For
we're about to get into it. First off, what's your name, G?
My name Lewy BlueStrips. You feel me? Lewy BlueStrips. That's what the people know me as. I used to go by Lou Mr. Blue when I first started making music and shit, and the family and friends know me as Joe.
Okay, cool. So Joe?
Yeah, that's smooth. You feel
like
me?
Joe?
Yeah, J-O-E.
Like Joe.
But I'm not your average Joe, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Okay. But how did you go from Lewy BlueStrip?
Lewy BlueStrips pretty much developed from Lou Mr. Blue, and Lou is my initials. L-E-W is my initials. I put the Y at the end because I'm the fourth Linwood Earl Washington.
Oh, so you're the fourth?
Yeah. So
you look like a little royal motherfucker. You see how you got the braid? Remember when Hakeem was coming to America?
Crazy. Yeah, that's the paper tail, though. You feel me? That's what we calling that right there. Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's four of y'all.
Yeah.
I remember I called my partner. His name is Wiz Ward. You know what I'm saying? He shout out to Wiz Ward, one of the hip hop historian. You know, I like to trade bars with him. I went to high school with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I called his phone, and I went to voicemail, and he said, "Hello, you're reaching Gerald Ward III." And I left the message. I said, "You mean there's more?"
Came real professional for him. Huh?
For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I want to know, man. First off, on the microphone, what city are you stamped? Like, what city are you representing? Because you said that you bounced around a lot. What city are you representing? Are you like Jesus, where you was little and went to Egypt, so that's a little bit? Then your claim to fame is, you know, in Jerusalem. That's where you coming back to, but you got a little Israel in you. Yeah. But then you grew up in Egypt. I already said that, but you of Nazareth. I mean, what you representing, man?
I'm representing Modesto, you feel me?
Modesto?
Yes, sir. 100%. Yes, sir.
Okay, Modesto. What side, man?
Modesto, I done lived on all sides, so I'm repping for the whole city.
Okay.
The majority of my life, I lived on the south side and the north side. Then I got family that was in the west, so we had a lot of movement in the west. And my last spot when I got my first spot was on the east side of the Mo, so I done been all over.
Gotcha. And you seem like a pretty cool person. You know what I'm saying? So is Lewy BlueStrip? I mean, you cousin or something like that?
I got family that is. That's that LA connection. You feel me? But
so are you rolling 60s way out there?
My family is. You feel me? 10th Ave. That's where my grandfather that raised me and my mom. My granny, that's where they from. My great grandma that passed away, great aunties, great uncles, they still out there. You feel me? When we pull up to LA, we going to South Central directly. You feel me?
And that's like y'all. So gang life is kind of like a chapter.
I mean, not for me. That's probably like for the family, but I ain't never participated or been on no gang banging shit. You feel me? I've been on hustling player shit. You feel
so
me?
How did you stay out the mix when you so affiliated by your family? I mean, isn't it blood at this point?
At this point, but I'm raised in Modesto, so when I'm going to LA, I'm going to visit 2 weeks, a month, summertime, and then once I stop going out that way, I'm in the Bay. So majority of my influence come from the Bay.
Well, I'm glad you said that, but we all know that the Bay Area for black people is the only place that doesn't have Crips and Bloods. The rest of the, the rest of the state,
for sure,
it's open season, right?
No, definitely.
So even in, first off, let me just ask you, because I don't want to assume for the people that's at home watching, are there black Crips and Bloods in Modesto?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. They got the Asian ones, they got black ones, they got Mexicans, you feel me, all that.
So now I'm about to boomerang the question back. How did you stay neutral in all that?
I stayed neutral because I didn't get myself involved in no bullshit. I spent a lot of time with my family, and if I wasn't with family, I was with like trusted friends and things like that.
Gotcha.
And I was just kept myself, whether I was in the books or in some artistic, or when moms had the money to afford it to put me in different little sports. I done tried basketball, baseball, football, track, all that, just doing everything else but that until I get outside on my own type.
So something constructive but not destructive.
100%.
I can run with that.
100%.
I can run with that.
Yes,
so
sir.
How was Modesto? You know what I'm saying? No. Before we go with that, I want to know this. Even though that you was neutral, do you have any stories where people tried to actually ask where you was from and things of that nature?
They used to ask me in elementary school. I used to bang LA. That was like second grade though, because that's when I was going out there heavy.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, people just knew by my demeanor and the way I talk, the way I dress, that you from the Bay or you. I'm like my family, and that's why I go spend a lot of time. That's why I learned how to hustle at, and that's why I learned how to talk, walk, all that. You feel me? So people don't never do that unless I'm way out of town. Like if you in LA, they gonna holler at you like that, but in Modesto and shit, they don't really do no shit like that unless you at a party and niggas from a whole different section or a whole different city at a party on some shit like that. But I'm on player shit. I'm not worried about what a nigga doing at a function. You feel me? I'm on the opposite. You feel me?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, I'm glad you said that. So where did your hip hop experience start though?
Started at home in my house. Started at Pop's house, at my grandma's house, all my uncles, cousins, my dad. They did music. They even took it to the point, I think we staying on Sylvan in Modesto. That's right across the street from Bayer. We stand right across the street from Bayer High School. And I think I was like 5, 6, 7. That's when all my uncles and cousins had the city lit with their music and shit. They was on their goon life shit. But a lot of the shit they was doing, they was recording that shit in my bedroom.
Gotcha. So let's not skip over the cousins and stuff like that. Yeah. Shout them out. Is their name Goon Life?
I mean, that's the movement they used to go by, but they individual name, Teak, Mar, Lil Stone, Rail, who else? We got CJ down there in L.A., we got Jaden Martell down there in L.A. They be pulling up fucking with us. Project Manny do the music too. It was a lot of niggas back in the day, but those like the main niggas that I know.
That was the name of the
that I'm related to and shit.
That was the name of the clique, Goon Life.
That's what they was going by, but niggas was mobbing, so they was MOB, and then then it evolved to FGFA, Family Gang Functioning Addicts.
And is that where y'all at now? Currently,
that's where we at right
now. That's current.
100%.
Gotcha.
Yes,
that's
sir.
current. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
And how many albums you got out?
I got about 7 projects out now. Yep. I got like 4 of them in the tuck, but I'm trying to find a release strategy that work, and that's gonna be efficient to bring in the fan base and the engagement and shit like that. But yeah, I done got my experience just with the home studio recording with family, and then venturing off. Like I told you before, we even got on camera, locked in with DJ 12s, who ended up recording one of my biggest songs out here when I was in the town moving around. And yeah.
Before we get into that song, I want to know, how did you connect with DJ 12?
My partner, Baby James, damn near family, you feel me? He had a studio session he had me pull up. That's when 12 Studios right there on the Blade. I think he was like on 27th.
In the West?
Nah, he was down on E14.
Okay, because I know he was on 27th for a minute or somewhere in West Oakland, San Pablo. You know, that used to be the Blade too.
Oh, yeah, but that was a different studio.
That was a different Blade.
Yeah,
no, yeah. But shout out to DJ 12s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know he got that thing running in Panama. You been down there yet?
Yeah, he out the country. I got to get that passport and get that thing stamped and slide up on him. You feel me? We're going to make some magic happen for sure.
So this is what I want to know, man. You talked about the clique. You talked about moving around in Modesto and stuff like that. And you talked about family, right? Yeah. Have you always been a solo artist?
No. Well, the family, it was more like a conglomerate. Everybody did their own thing. It's like we all make music together and then we all make our solo shit. So I've never seen myself as like tied to a group or like a band type thing. It's like we all together because we family. Regardless, we gonna be fucking with it and doing some music. But we all do our own individual thing, whether we with each other or not. You feel me?
Gotcha. And who was your favorite artist out of this tree, your family tree, besides yourself?
I say my pops for sure. 100% Alias.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he from the Bay?
Yeah, he from Seminary.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops, man.
Yes,
y'all got a track together?
Hell yeah, we got a few of them, for sure.
That's the shit, man.
Yes, Lord.
For sure. Shout out to June. Larry June be saying that. Yes, Lord.
Oh, yeah, shout out to June. I fuck with his vibe, too, for sure.
For sure. So where do you see yourself at in the next, 2 or 3 years with this music stuff?
Oh, I see myself doing big shows, doing big business, forming my own media company to highlight those who overshadow and share the voices of those who move in silence. That's what we doing with East Bay Central Valley. Outside of that, I wanna.
You said what? Wait. You kind of slid that in there like you was running a campaign. What did you say?
So East Bay Central Valley, it's a Web3 media company where we pretty much share stories and help creators build communities, you feel me? And we literally in the beta phase, but that's why I see myself in the next few years really building that out, along with building my brand as Lewy BlueStrips, making pape music, you feel me? Just going hard and taking this shit to levels I ain't even think I could take it to.
Gotcha. That's cool, man. That's definitely a goal that you need to shoot for. I was gonna say this, man. In the state of hip hop that it's in now, right, with a lot of diss records, do you think that hip hop is being weaponized against black people?
It's been that from the beginning. You feel me? You know, it's always some.
From what? Wait. Stop. From the beginning.
From the beginning, as far as like them pushing a certain sound, like making radio play a certain type of music.
What year are you talking about?
I'm talking about maybe 90s, early 2000s. I know 50 Cent came crazy gangster, but before 50,
that ain't the beginning.
Nah, yes, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg,
but that ain't the beginning.
Ice-T. You feel me?
Well, I'm talking, man, look, man, I'm taking a hip-hop class, man.
For sure.
So the 90s ain't the beginning.
Of hip-hop or when they weaponizing it?
Well, you know what? I said, okay, I like how you did that, right? The 90s might be the beginning of the weaponization. So I asked you, did you think, just to be clear with you, because we chopping it up.
For sure.
And I'm having a real good time with you, Lewy.
Likewise,
Or should I say Joe?
Whichever way you want to go, man. Let's take it there.
So when I asked you, did you feel like hip-hop is being used against black people, right? You said it's been like that since the...
Okay, since the beginning. Okay.
So if you say the beginning, then I'm only going, if I'm talking out the Bible and you say, hey, man, it's been like that since the beginning, I'm going to go to Genesis.
Amen.
I might go to Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy, but I'm not going to go to Mark or Matthew.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to start all the way from the beginning. So from the 90s, I think so. You feel me?
Okay.
I think so. But outside of that, I mean... parental advisory. It's on the cover art for a reason. You might want to parent your children.
Since when do kids ever listen to their parents?
Maybe they need some better parents then.
You know what? I'm glad that you said that because now I want to get deep.
Yeah, come on.
Speaking of Genesis, would you agree that Adam and Eve was both God's children?
I hope so.
Did they listen?
I don't think so.
So did God need to be a better parent, or do people just do what they want to do?
People definitely do what they want to do.
So now I got to ask you this question, Lewy. Who decides if you a good parent? Is it A, you, B, the other parent, C, the outcome of the child, or D, society?
I decide if I'm a good parent. Honestly, that's my first answer. And after that, I'll go to the child, because the child is the direct effect of your parenting. So they going whatever they display. But you know, it's all about the actions they choose are beyond you. You can't control anybody else's actions or movements besides yours. You feel me? You can try your best to instill the right things, but if like you feel me.
Look at Lewy trying to win mayor of Stockton.
Hey,
look at Lewy trying to.
This man crazy. Oh man,
Lewy about to straight win a trophy, or should I say, Joe?
However you want to play it,
man. That's dope, man.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So out of all your albums that you got, right? Which one do you hold the dearest to? Like, man, this really did it for me.
Lost Identity. Lost Identity. I dropped that in 2020 during the pandemic, and that's what it was like a reference to. In the cover, I got like a black kid masked up, and Lost Identity is just like a symbolism for pretty much us losing our way. Also, with them having us masked up on top of being in survival mode. Like, That's the whole concept around that project. And I feel like I illustrated and vocalized where I was really coming from and where I was at a point in time. You feel me, with that project? So I was really proud of that creation.
Gotcha. So would you say that was the album that you actually matured the most on?
Definitely. I learned a lot about myself, what I'm willing to do and what I'm not willing to do. How far I'm willing to take it, how far I'm not willing to take it. And I learned more about marketing and the music business during that time. That's when it started launching and just moving around guerrilla marketing. Then on top of learning how to do the online marketing and shit like that. On top of like good ass music and nice visual concepts to match the music and shit. That's when I really like start articulating, being more, I would say, intentional with my music and in which direction I was going in and who I was trying to target.
Do you think that when you make music that there's a lot of pressure in being intentional now?
Oh, definitely. When you have intent and a business model behind it and you trying to make a living off of it, yeah, it's a lot more pressure versus just having fun and creating in the studio when you ain't got shit to do but that. Yeah. And you just trying to express yourself. Now, trying to make a living off the art is a whole different beast that it's not for everybody. I don't think it's for everybody. That's why I can understand somebody want to get some help and go to a label, or I can understand building your own shit from scratch if you got it in you to do that. Yeah. But everybody ain't got that.
You know what? Earlier you touched bases on basically kind of like boundaries and stuff like that. I forgot verbatim what you said, but it raised the flag. When we talk about boundaries and stuff like that, this way off the subject, but on the subject. Do you think that it's part of the agenda when men put on dresses and stuff like that to actually be in movies and stuff?
For sure, to feminize them, emasculate, all that. I mean, but to each his own. It's your choice. If you comfortable with that, then more power to you. I mean, we didn't seen it before and we didn't laughed at it too. So it's like, whatever you willing to do, if you can sleep at night with that, then that's on you. You feel me? But whatever the agenda behind it is, it's probably not. It's beyond what we can see, but that should be in our face the whole time. You feel me? So it's just being, once again, being intentional and having discretion and being able to look further than what's in front of you. You feel me? And look through the bullshit.
So would you say that that's another agenda that they're actually injecting in rap music?
I don't think they got to inject none anymore. Niggas is injecting it they damn self by just being willing to do some shit. Niggas ain't got to be told to put a dress on. Nigga will go buy a dress and put it on without being told, because that's the way niggas' minds be working. Niggas will go paint their fingernails because that's what they into. So you feel me? I don't think niggas got to push nothing on them no more. Niggas just on that. You feel me?
Back in the day, a motherfucker used to have to slip a motherfucker a rock to smoking some weed. Now
exactly.
Motherfuckers just outright buying.
They looking for it. They where's that? You feel me? It's crazy. It's definitely crazy, but it's the world we in now, you know. That's why you might want to, as a man or as a woman, have some type of morals and principles to stand on. But if you ain't got none, that's how they gonna get you.
Is rap music the wrong place to look for morals and principles?
I would think so. It depends on who you listening to, though.
Okay. Okay.
Like you brought up Larry June. If you listening to him, you might get your mind right.
You know what I like. You know what I like about Larry June.
What?
Larry June is a combination, right? I could put Larry June on in any setting that I'm doing.
Exactly.
If I'm cleaning up my house on a Sunday, burning incense, Larry June. If I want to listen to something in the gym, I could put on Larry June. If I'm riding and people were in the car talking, I could still throw on some Larry June. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm listening to Nas, right, I don't want to be in the car with a bunch of people because I want to hear the lyrics and I don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah, you probably want to do your homework at that time. Or
exactly.
Yeah.
It's damn near like a thriller.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get up, you know.
You
might miss something.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Nas. This man crazy.
So there's two different type of rappers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's good rappers, right? There's rappers that's really good, but they make rapping seem hard, and then there's rappers that are really good that make rapping seem easy, right?
Yeah.
Which one would you say you were?
For me, the music flow. It's like it's not something that I can sit down and try to write some shit and come up with some shit, but if the beat don't speak to me, I don't like creating. So I would say it's more of a I probably make it look easier than what it is. Because it's a whole process. Everybody's process is different, but I like being intentional about my creations and making something that can last forever.
Yeah.
Unless I'm just on some have fun shit, don't give a fuck, and I'm fucking with somebody else, and we just matching the vibe that we created at that moment. But when I'm on my own type of time, I be trying to create some shit that'll last forever for sure.
Did you have that same approach when you had that viral moment?
Hell no, I was catting off on that shit.
That's what I want to talk about. See, now this is what I meant when I said.
That's crazy.
That's what I meant when I said, you know, sometimes your best stuff come when you ain't even trying.
Man, please. I swear to God, I was really just catting off. It was a challenge. I kept seeing it on IG. My sister told me I should do it. I wrote like half the song and I stopped.
Talk about what it is.
The song is?
Yeah, let everybody know.
The song is Sweet Lady Challenge. I dropped that in like the summer of 2018. It was inspired by 03 Greedo, Sweet Lady, when he dropped his shit like in 2016, took over the Bay, took over California with that one record along with a bunch of other records. But that one, it was just a vibe that the whole West Coast was rocking with it, and I was fucking with it. And at first I wasn't even gonna drop my song. I wrote like halfway through it, and I didn't know what else to talk about. I was like, fuck it, just pull from the real experiences. First you just catting off, talking to the bitch, talking about how you just trying to hit, saying the shit that a nigga want to say but don't really be saying it.
Yeah.
Then I got into like real life personals who I was really moving around with or who I was interested in. You feel me? Shit like that.
Okay, well, speaking of that, when you be sitting up there dropping all your lyrics and stuff like that about being a player, right? Because you do drop lyrics, you know, yes, about being a player, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been in a relationship where your chick was like, so who was you talking about right here? And tried to dissect.
That's the whole song, man. I then went through the whole interview, for sure. I went through that interview a few times. But yeah, it's ups and downs that come with that, for sure, especially when you talked about that person in the song.
You dropping names?
Yeah, I was dropping names, but I didn't drop the person who was questioning me. I didn't drop her name up in there.
That's right.
So that was the value of that. I was like, me personally writing that out was like me closing that chapter. And
that's
on,
what you told her. Huh?
No, it was real life though. Real life.
That sounds like game. You know, sure. I wrote about that to close the chapter.
Oh God, though. In real life though.
You know, I just said that so I could do this.
Cat. Yeah, niggas was bullshitting for a small amount of time, but you know, I got my shit together, matured, turned to a man. Went through my own experiences with that shit, but look what came about of it. You feel me? I'm glad I went through all that shit and I learned from it for real. You feel me? So if I can't learn from it, I'm really not even interested in fucking with it like that, you know?
Well, how do you balance, or do you have to balance, you know what I'm saying, your romantic life with your other romance in this music industry?
Yeah, that's I think that come with understanding. Like, you got to have somebody who really fuck with you and got an understanding and got real love for you and see what you passionate about and see that you had love for this before you ever even had love for them. Or, you feel me? It just gotta. I don't think it is a balance. It's very unbalanced, like a motherfucker. Like, well,
you know what? I'm glad you said that because you got me going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I gonna say? Because I could say that, but I could say that. I'm gonna just say this then. Say you 30 years old. No, say you 50 years old and you got a 30-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
So you at his house, right? You watching the basketball game with your son and his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Your son is 30. His girlfriend is 30. Mm-hmm. He watching his favorite basketball player on TV. Let's just say Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
he about to win another championship and your son love Kobe Bryant, right? If his girlfriend said, yeah, Kobe Bryant good in basketball, but if I was married to him and that's all he wanted to do was play basketball, that'd get on my nerves. And she get up and go in the other room. Would you ever talk with your son about that?
Son, if you was a basketball player and you just seen how she feel about somebody who committed themselves to their career, she just gave you that first red flag if you ain't got one before. So you can move forward with this person and see if that can change over time. But hey, man, check it out. You just see how she reacted to somebody who committed to greatness. You feel me? If that bitch ain't committed to greatness, hey, see you later, man. You might want to come nuke or let that shit develop and mature over time and go do your thing. That's what I tell him. Sure.
Hey, man, let's go, Channel 2. Let's get this nigga around. Hey, that was smooth to the motherfucker.
Nah, real life, though. Like, yeah, don't dodge the bullets, man. Especially, For sure. It ain't worth it because when you get hit with that shit causes trauma, nigga.
Yeah, because a lot of times when we in relationships, sometimes we try to overlook the toxicity in people that we actually care about.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit optional for sure.
You know, because you could read that the wrong way. You could be like, damn, she really
yeah,
she really cared.
Yeah. Nah, she just really crazy, nigga. Yeah. And you crazy for dealing with that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, but if niggas don't be having no good examples of relationships around them like that, though, you feel me? Niggas be having grown up with single moms or a single father or just toxic family structures. You feel me? That shit, just having like a healthy family structure is not such a common thing for the communities that we come from, just like from the poverty aspect of it, being on the lower income of the shit. I don't see too many like healthy structured families unless you go into school and you see them white people who got the businesses and they grandmas and they grandpas and they aunties and uncles and they moms and dads, they all together and shit. You feel me? That don't always be the case for everybody though, you know?
So with that being said, is your music helping the world?
I believe so. And shit, if we go through the TikTok, the fans will tell you something similar to that. That's what convinced me, because I was just creating to express myself, but they letting me know that this shit really helping them get through their day or get through a situation they went through. So that shit really motivated me to keep doing this shit and using my voice, use the voice that God gave me to help make the world a better place for real.
So do you consider yourself a conscious rapper?
Definitely. I say I'm a conscious player for sure. And I don't just do the rapping, so I do the melodic shit too. You feel me? All of the above, whatever. If it's music, I'm interested in trying it and doing it. You feel me?
Speaking of music, so I was on Instagram, right? And somebody said, Beyonce, why is she doing country? And I said, because she's from Texas.
She's from the country.
And somebody said, that didn't make any sense.
Well, they might not got no sense.
Okay, gotcha. So when it comes to making music, right? Do you make different types of music, or do people just like look for one thing in you? Because like Drake makes a bunch of different type of music, but it's still Drake.
For sure. I believe right now people looking for one type of style from me. But I make so much different styles of music. I make melodic music. I make hard West Coast rap music. I make West Coast party music. I make industry shit where I'm taking it there with the bars and the melodies and the wordplay and shit. But I know the fans, they like my melodic up tempo shit. You feel me? Some shit that I feel like I just flew into California and went to the function and now I'm turning up with everybody up in this motherfucker. They like that type of shit from me.
Well, you know, sometime on my show I like to put a bookmark to, you know what I'm saying, like talk about something, a current event.
Yeah.
Right? That way we can kind of date the interview.
For sure.
In hip-hop news, we got J. Cole that apologized to Kendrick Lamar. What did you think about that?
Oh, man. Cole, that's one of my favorite artists for sure. I think it was a good move as a man, but as in hip-hop, like, don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to see nobody turn the other cheek or be the nice guy, even though, you feel me, it was a mature, responsible thing to do. If that's really how you felt about it, then more power to you. But as fans, niggas want to see y'all get in that ring and go toe-to-toe and not just play fight. Niggas want to see somebody get knocked out. You know, Americans love violence.
No, but you know what? And I'm glad you said that. Let's rewind it back to the beginning of hip-hop, right? Mm-hmm. That was in the beginning.
Rap battles.
Rap battles where, you know, I could go against you, you could go against me. We could probably shake hands or at the most probably fight. Man, I didn't like what you said about my mama, nigga. Or something like that. And that was it. But after like the Tupac and Biggie thing happened,
shit got real.
people really started getting blasted for real in the 90s.
For sure.
You know, it got dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Look where it's at now. Yeah.
So if you was J. Cole, right? Mm-hmm. Would you had apologized, or would you have responded or kept the shit going? Like, what do you think that you would actually did?
I probably would have tapped in with bruh. You feel me? About the record, you feel me? Like, sharing how I feel. If this is somebody I really fuck with, and like, oh, I feel like, was you coming at me, or what was you getting at when you said what? If nigga, it depends on nigga response. You feel me? But what I would do, I don't know if I would have apologized or not. I'm not against no apologies, but it's just about the how serious the situation was. You feel me? So if we just doing it on some art shit and niggas sparring and niggas just in the ring just trying to get their reps in, why not? But a nigga didn't feel good about doing that shit. It's like, bruh, maybe he did it on some promotional shit. Niggas got tours. Niggas know somebody just took a shot at them. Let me just shoot back even though I don't want to shoot back. That shit didn't feel good. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Then I wouldn't have did that at all if I didn't want to do it. That's me personally.
But we do make mistakes, or we do regret. Like, you know what post-clarity nut is?
Yeah, definitely. Like, damn, why the fuck I just do this shit?
Post-clarity nut is when you sitting up there and you're really, really horny.
Yeah.
Right? And you get her. And you like, man, I'm finna fuck her. As soon as you busting out, you like, damn, why did I do that?
Damn, wasting my time.
Sometimes we do that with the decisions that we actually make, or the things that we actually say about others.
Moving off emotion.
So this is a good question that I got to ask you. Is rap music black music?
Is rap music black music? Nah, I don't think so. I think rap music is rap music. There ain't no color on it because there's so many genres and so many skin tones that participate in rapping. I feel like hip-hop is black people's shit. Wait. I'm glad you said that. Hip hop and rap, those two different things, it could be merged as one, but I believe it's just like hip hop and R&B, hip hop and rap.
Okay, so first off, right? Mm-hmm. What are the 4 pillars of hip hop?
DJing, MCing, graffiti, and breakdancing.
Cool. I'm glad we're there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, I did my studies in.
Okay, for sure. You know, some motherfuckers just be saying, you know, but so is hip hop black music?
I believe it's more than music. I believe it's our culture. It's like whether it's movies, film, clothing, music, products. It's the culture that we operate in our everyday life. You feel me? So I feel like it's more than just music. It's definitely a spiritual connection with all of our people around the world. You feel me?
I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because even though that I'm not up here rapping right now, this is part of hip hop.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But I do think that rapping is part of hip hop because rapping is part of the MC.
Yeah.
It's under the MC bracket.
100%.
Master of ceremonies.
For
hosting.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, you could be a hype man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I started for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe that rap music at one point was black people music. But rappers really don't own a lot of their music.
Exactly.
So when I see 2 rappers going at each other, I don't like, prime example, if you take a shot at me and I take a shot at you, right? Mm-hmm. It ain't really Lewy BlueStrip versus LD's Lawrence. It's really Fame Media versus your company.
Exactly.
And the motherfuckers that's sitting up there high in the office, right? They're not black.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen Django when them 2 dudes was fighting in the living room and they was trying to kill each other?
Yeah.
And then the slave masters was sitting up there drinking beer. And the person that won, he gave him something, let him go have sex with a little chick or a day off or something like that.
Yeah.
That's how they're treating rappers.
For sure. We all in the Coliseum. You feel me? 100%.
So I think what J. Cole did wasn't a bad thing.
No, I don't think it was a bad thing.
Because he still got to go to L.A.
For sure.
And on top of that, it ain't never... L.A. is one of the most dangerous places.
Definitely.
You know?
It might look good.
Yeah.
Come around.
So, and with this rap stuff, it ain't just me and you. It's the company, right?
Yeah.
Versus your company, right?
Yeah,
that can end your career or my career. Because if if you win, you make my company look bad. And if I win, but on top of that, it's the fans. Rap music, hip hop is the only place where people, hey man, such and such got killed by a fan. How do you get killed? That don't even sound right.
Exactly. For sure. That sound real off. They sound real dangerous. Like, y'all sure y'all want to rap and do hip hop? Like,
yeah.
Nigga, hey, when you wake up, your life is in danger. It's taking a risk just stepping outside, man.
So you do believe that rap music is one of the most dangerous jobs?
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure.
So what's your propensity to keep going?
It's God. God got me in making the world a better place by using my voice and helping other people find their light and shine that motherfucker as bright as they can. Gotcha.
Okay, and do you got any merch?
Yeah. This my merch right here. This P with the feather on it is a representation for PAPE, P-A-P-E, and I use that for my branding in music. So I make PAPE music, and PAPE is an acronym for Prosperous Authentic Player Energy. You feel me?
Okay.
That's how we running it.
So you brought one shirt.
Oh man, I only got like 2 or 3 of them made. That's how I usually start.
You brought one shirt.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, I said, nigga, I got pounds, nigga, for sale. What you got, nigga? I just got a blunt.
Yeah, I told you.
You came to the party with one blunt.
Yeah, I didn't have no intentions on profits. Just sharing the story and bringing some discovery to the brand in my situation.
For sure, man. Thanks, bro.
No, yes, sir.
For sure. Tell people where they can find you at.
You can find me at Lewy BlueStrips on all platforms. Lewy BlueStrips. That's on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Audius, all across the net. Google me. I promise you, if something gonna pop up, you might fuck with it, man.
Hey, man, Lewy BlueStrip, man. You got a bright future ahead of you, man.
Appreciate it. I believe I do, man.
Man, how old are you, man?
I'm 25.
Gotcha. You got one of them faces where you could be anywhere from 10 to 30.
Oh, God. Yeah, nah, for real, though. That's why I be shaving it down. Sometimes I got the beard. Sometimes I come clean cut, you feel me? So I can recognize myself again. Nigga be looking like a hooligan, a scavenger when I'm out getting to the baggage, trying to lay low.
For
when
sure.
I pop out, I'm trying to be clean with it, be saucy with it.
You know what? I got to ask you my trivia question of the day. You could either have the family trivia or you could have the geography trivia. Which one you want?
Take the family since I'm a family man. Fuck it.
If your grandmama on your mama's side had a baby by your granddaddy on your daddy's side, what would the baby be to you?
I believe it would still be a parent in some way, shape, or format. If my grandma
on your mama's side
and
had a
baby
by
on my daddy's side
had a baby, what would it be to you?
Maybe an auntie or an uncle?
Yeah.
Okay.
One LD's also known Lawrence one for another episode I Need to Know, and as usual, come on, you know what I want.
Sorry, keep it a blue strip.